You ready? Yes. All right. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفر ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Alhamdulillah, we're here today talking about Tajweed. We're doing our Tajweed class. And Tajweed, last time we left off, actually we started off يقول راجي رحمة الغفور دوما سليمان هو الجمزوري الحمد لله مصليا على محمد وآله ومن تلا وبعد هذا النظم للمريد للنون والتنوين والمدود سميته بتحفة الأطفال عن شيخنا المهي ذي الكمال أرجو به أن ينفع الطلاب والأجر والقبول والثواب. That was the introduction of the text. Next we have here, what was the next part? Next part is, astaghfirullah al-azim, let me get over here. أحكام النون الساكنة والتنوين. We dealt with the title, أحكام النون الساكنة والتنوين. The rules related to the noon and sakina and the tanween. And we spoke about that at some great length. Then we said للنون إن تسكون وللتنوين أربع أحكام فخذ تبييني. As a review, it says the noon has 4 rules, right? So take my clarification or my elucidation. I'm going to clarify why, because it's not just 4 rules. One of the rules has 2 parts. So there's actually 5 rules, right? Then we went to the first. فالأول الإظهار قبل أحرف للحلق ست رتبت فلتعرفي. So we said the first rule is what? إظهار. The first rule is إظهار. That was the first one. فلتعرفوا. قبل 6 letters. همزة فهاء ثم عين حاء محملتان ثم غين خاء. That was the first rule. And we dealt with that. We gave examples of each one. Right? So, next going on is the second rule. The second rule that we have is called idgham. What's it called? Idgham. Idgham. Now let me just explain what idgham is before we get into it. Idgham is dakhala shay'un fi shay'. Is to enter something into something else. Let me see. We have what we call cover and concealment. In the military, we have cover, just to try to understand it, and concealment. Cover is when you get behind something that will protect you. Okay? There's a steel thing right here. The person, the army guy, he gets behind it with his helmet. Right? He's got some leaves sticking out over there. Right? He's behind it. You can't shoot him because he has cover. The bullets are just bouncing off. Bing! Going in other directions. And you can't see him. Concealment is when the guy's in the bushes. Okay? He's in the bushes right here. You see him right over here? The army guy? Stick man? He's in the bushes here. You can't hardly see him. But he's not free from getting killed. You understand? You can still touch him. That's similar to idgham. Idgham, like I said, it means dakhala shay fi shay. To enter something into something else. Okay? As a terminology, it is to enter one letter onto another letter. Okay? Let's say we're dealing with noon and sakin, right? This is the noon. When the noon gets next to certain letters, either it takes cover and you don't see the noon anymore, or it gets concealed and you see the noon halfway and you still somewhat hear the noon. Do you understand that? That is idgham. And like I said, it's 2 types, A and B, cover and concealment. Let's get into it now and see what the Sheikh said. I gave you a contemporary explanation of idgham. Now we're going to learn the concept of idgham in a proper classical manner and master it, inshallah ta'ala, afterwards, inshallah. Let's go ahead. Am I moving too fast, Mirsad? Okay. So, Remember, idgham means to enter something on something else. Idgham is to make the noon or sakina or tanween enter it onto the next letter that's next to it. So sometimes you hear only a partial part of the noon or tanween, and sometimes you don't hear the tanween or the noon at all. What does the Sheikh say? He says, وَالثَّانِ إِدْغَامٌ بِسِتَّةٍ أَتَتْ فِي يَرْمَلُونَ عِنْدَهُمْ قَدْ ثَبَتَتْ. He says, وَالثَّانِ. Everybody say, وَالثَّانِ. أنت أيضا. والثاني. والثاني إدغام بستة أتت في يرملون عندهم قد ثبتت. Okay. Okay. So, والثاني إدغام بستة أتت في يرملون عندهم قد ثبتت. Okay? ثبتت. Okay? This is the rule. And the second, wathani, and the second, this is the second rule for nun sakin with tanween, because the first one was idhar. We said there's 4. Is idgham, the rule idgham. Bisittatin atat, before 6 letters. Okay? How many letters of idgham? There are 6 letters of idgham. They come before 6 letters. What that means is when noon or tanween come before 6 letters, then you have what we call idgham. So we need to know what these letters are, because when they come before these 6 letters, that's called idhar. When it comes before the next 6 letters, the letters are called yarmaluna. Right? When it comes before these letters, it's idgham. So, fi yarmaluna, in yarmaluna. What is yarmaluna? Yarmaluna means ya, ra, mim, lam, waw, and noon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters. Ya, ra, mim, lam, waw, noon. In a word, yarmaluna. Yarmaluna. في يرملون عندهم قد ثبتت. عندهم, in these letters. According to the scholars of qira'ah wa ada'a, the scholars of Tajweed and the ones who recite, when you have these letters of yarmaluna, these 6 letters, it's thabatat, it is firm, it is clear that these letters make that idgham. Okay? So that's the first rule we want to understand. So we get from this bait is that idgham comes before 6 letters, and those 6 letters are found in the word yarmaluna. And so you could always know them. Yarmaluna is just as it's spelled. Ya, ra, mim, lam, waw, noon. Yarmaluna. Okay? Yarmaluna. Let me erase. And as I erase, I'm just going to recite it. Again, another point I would just want to continually make is we're writing this poem down not for historical purposes. We're writing this down so you can memorize it. You know, one of my companions was saying to me that he was keeping up and we should do more than this. And I asked him, did you memorize the poem? He said, no. I said, then that's what the whole wait is for. You get a week to memorize. We used to have a day to memorize it. One day. But when in that one day, we would read it over 100, 500 times. Because it's easy to say, وَالثَّانِ إِدْغَامٌ بِسِتَّةٍ أَتَتْ فِي يَرْمَلُونَ عِنْدَهُمْ قَدْ ثَبَتَتْ وَالثَّانِ إِدْغَامٌ بِسِتَّةٍ أَتَتْ فِي يَرْمَلُونَ عِنْدَهُمْ قَدْ ثَبَتَتْ. It doesn't take much time to do it, and you get faster. So you got a week to do that till the next class. So don't be in a rush just to become familiar with the situation. Learn it so that it can become firm in you. And it's not a thing we try to hold out. We can give you more than what you can take, but there's no benefit in that.